You will never be rich if you don't learn these four habits. The fourth one is the best one. Number one, reading. As cliche as it might sound, and I know you must have heard this before, readers are leaders and leaders are readers. It's no surprise that the richest men in the world are all avid readers.
Bill Gates, for decades, maintained his famous Think Week, devouring a record 112 books, articles, white papers in that session. We even got Mark Cuban, owner of the Dallas Mavericks. He reads 3 hours per day. Mark Zuckerberg has a goal of reading a book every 2 weeks. I think the point here is, I hear a lot of young people say, I don't like to read. I'm not a reader. The truth is, if you want to be a leader, if you want to be like Charlie Munger or Warren Buffett, you have to feed your brain. Learning is the only priority, and there's no better way to do it than steal somebody else's 10,000 hours with a book.
Now, you don't have to read every book out there. You just have to read a few good books over and over again. And there are 3 books I highly recommend for anyone seeking to develop a rich mindset and build wealth from the scratch. So the first one is Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. This book changed my life, and you will get to see why when you read it. The second one, and this is another very great book when it comes to building a wealth mindset, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. I highly recommend. And then the third, and the one I'm currently reading right now, which is an OG book, and I wish I read this book earlier, is The Millionaire Fast Lane. The second habit is building an abundance mindset. You see, the world is a battlefield and your mind is a warrior. So if it's not well developed, you are going to lose the battle. A mentor of mine once told me, and I totally agree, that being broke is temporary, but being poor is a state of mind. The mind is where everything happens. Your mind will make or mar you. The wealth and the riches you see is just a physical translation of the mindset a person has. So if you have a poor and a scarcity mindset, you will lead a poor life. But if you have a rich and an abundance mindset, you will lead a wealthy life. And this takes us back to the first habit, because the easiest way I know to develop a rich and an abundance mindset is by reading books. The 3 books I recommended are still my top picks. 3, saving. See, if you spend every single penny you earn, there's no way at all on this God-given green earth that you can be rich. A part of your income has to be set aside, whether 10%, 20%, 30 or 50, but a part has to be set aside and put into things that could yield you more income and eventually make you rich. And that brings us to the 4th habit, which is investing. Now, I know the first place your mind goes to when you hear investing is crypto, stocks, real estate. But hey, unless you're already rich, and by rich I mean unless you have a stable income, you have no business investing in those. Where you should be investing in is yourself. You could either invest in yourself by buying books to develop your knowledge and build your mindset, or by taking courses to equip yourself with digital skills, or starting an online business. So yeah, in my pinned video, I talked about 2 businesses that could make you your first 1 million naira this year. If you've watched up to this point, just swipe left and go check out the video right away.